What's up, guys? CryptoSavvy here. Welcome to the channel where you subscribe to get updates on Bitcoin. A couple times a week, we will be doing updates on Litecoin and Ethereum, trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter. We are going to take a look at the charts. Is this a bull trap? Is this a bull run? I'll give you my opinion on it. We'll take a look at both the bullish and the bearish case scenario. Definitely stick around. And also don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. Alright guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. There is a disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Make sure you read it. And always remember, this is my opinion. It does not have to be yours. And we are doing a giveaway on Sunday. I'll be picking a random comment from a random video throughout the week. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. You can do that now. Hit that like button and leave your comment down below to get you entered to win. And let's take a look at the news headlines just to get a feel for the sentiment. Market wrap: as stocks rally, Bitcoin trades above 9.3. You see where we're at now. Bitcoin up 27% in the first half of 2020, beating gold, silver, and other commodities. Record Bitcoin options market volume shows institutions are in. We've talked about this. Is institutional entrance in Bitcoin necessarily a good thing? I do not think so. I've talked about it in prior videos. Do your own research on that. Bitcoin price enjoy breakout after lackluster week. Developer reveals 2-layer private blah blah. Anyways, looking a little bullish in news. Fear and greed index, we're at 43. We raised 3 points from yesterday. Still in the fear zone. Markets, right now the Dow is down 252 points pre-market. And taking a look at the monthly. We're going to start with the monthly, go to the weekly, then daily, 4 hour, then 1 hour, and kind of take a look at all views of Bitcoin. So make sure you stick around for the whole thing. We have some targets in here. Now the price, we kept getting higher highs in the monthly, lower highs in the RSI. Guys, that's bearish divergence. We'll see how that plays out, but it is the monthly chart, so it does take time. Same thing in the weekly. We had bearish divergence there, which was higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. And the bullish case scenario, looking at this as a falling broadening wedge where we broke out right here, the measured move is 16,000. But to be bullish, we'd have to close the weekly above the 98.50 range. And that's a close above 98.50 to be bullish. As you guys know, I am still bearish on what's going on here. We'll take a look at last time we had a big run up like this one. You see what happened, just a straight plummet. We dropped out of it, came back down, tested it for resistance, got rejected, came down. Now let's take a look at where we're at now. One thing I do want to look at that I talked about yesterday was a close above this neckline, looking at this as an inverse head, or I'm sorry, looking at this as a head and shoulders. Said I would possibly change bullish. I am not quite convinced that this is bullish yet. We are above the neckline. Do we move the neckline down to these 2 points? It's kind of up in the air right now. Let's see how the day reacts. But as of right now, I am still bearish on Bitcoin. Not to say we can't still have a run up, and we'll look at that in a 1 hour. But as of right now, let's take a look at these measured moves here. Taking a look at the measured move from this rising channel, that one gets us down to 69. If we look at this orange trend line here, I drew off of all the wicks. And where we broke down, that one gets us to 5,600. And this last one, the purple one or pink one or whatever it is, I'm colorblind, from where we broke gets us down to the 43.78. Now, if we zoom in here, see what's going on with the RSIs. The 8 did flip back above the 55 as of right now. We did get this run up. This is starting to look like a tweezer top in the daily. It's going to be real interesting to see how the daily closes here. We did come back up through this trend line, but now we remain below it again. We are also in the daily below the 21 EMA, which is around 92.50. We're getting support on the 13 EMA, which is around 92.10. The 8 EMA lies around 9200. 55 EMA is around 9166. One more thing, I'm going to go back over to the monthly and just show you guys a possibility that we have a big drop this month. Could get us as low as 5400. We've had that target on this channel for a long time. That retests the top of this falling channel and the 55 EMA. Just wanted to point that out real quick. Let's get back into charts here. Now, like I said, we could have another push up and test the top of this channel, which could be around the 9500. We've been talking about this bull trap for quite some time. If we do not, and if we have topped here, which is a good possibility, we come back down to this $86 to $8,700 range and retest the 200 EMA on the daily. If we break and close a daily below that, it will most likely get very ugly. Let's take a look at the volumes. Still declining to almost nothing, guys. If you guys are interested in trading, I'm going to leave a Prime XBT tutorial up top. Definitely check it out. And if you use my promo codes SAVVY50, you get 50% off of, you get 50% bonus on top of your deposit up to 1 Bitcoin. Savvy25 gets you 25% off your fees. You can trade Forex, gold, silver, S&P, everything. You get access to everything with your Bitcoin on there. It's a great exchange. Fairest exchange I have found. That's why that's primarily all I use now. They just have been a great exchange. They don't trade against you like most other exchanges. And be careful when you are using other exchanges. Any exchange, really. Don't keep your crypto on the exchanges if you're not trading. Definitely keep them in your own wallets. If you don't have one, I have some links down below. Check it out. And let's look at the other daily chart we got here. This one has our Fibonacci retracements on it from swing low to swing high. We have been getting support off our 88.90, which is the 0.236 fib. If we do come down and break this, our next support's around 86 to 8500. If that is to break, our next support is the 0.382 fib at 79.41, and then we have the 7700. That does not hold. 7150 is our 0.5 fib. Then our target is 6900 from the break of this channel, and the golden pocket zone between 6150 and 6400 is the golden pocket zone. I would expect a bounce here. That could be the bottom. 69 or 60, you know, the Fibonacci golden pocket here could be the bottom. If it is, awesome. If not, looking at 54, then 5250. And make sure, like I said, you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button. Share the videos if you would. And if you want to keep updated and you don't want hype and crazy, you know, just crazy indicators and blah, 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 new BS every day, this is the channel you want to be on. We keep it straightforward. But yeah, the 5250 is at 0.786 fib. And then remember, guys, we do have a CME gap that you can see all the way up into the 8-hour at around 3,500. I'm not saying it's going to go there, but I'm saying keep that in the back of your mind. And looking at the bullish case, look at this as a falling channel here. If we were to break up and out of this today or tomorrow, could get us back up to that 10.5 range. So I'll be looking for a break of this. And as of right now, the top of that is around 9,400. But this could change. This trend line here, I do want to point this out, and I'll be looking at it in the 1 hour also. If we went off of these wicks right there, we could go as high as 95.40 range before I would think that we have a possibility to get up in this range. Let's look at the RSI in this one. And obviously, we're in a bigger falling channel here. We've had a touch at the top. I think we could be coming down to the bottom for a huge drop. We had the rising wedge here we dropped out of. Came back above. Had like a bull trap coming into it. Came back out. And let's look at what we're looking at here. As you can see, I have actually, let me put this down a little bit. this channel here, and I don't like it a whole lot, but it does look like we had a bull trap here, or a bear trap down here and a bull trap here, if we look at that as a channel. And you can see them both up here. This here being the bull trap, this here being the, I'm sorry, where is this? Yeah, this being the bull trap, and this being the bear trap over here, where it kind of got outside of it. But let's take a look at 4 hour. All right, so in the 4 hour, same thing here, guys. Our 6900 target, if we look at this as a rising wedge or rising channel, we had 2 touches of resistance up top and 3 touches of support on the bottom. The more we touch this support, the more likely it is to break. If we come down to test it again, that also lines up with that 6900. But remember, before that, we have the 7150 is the 0.5 fib, and of course 7700 major support, and 0.382 fib at 7921. Look at the RSI. RSI, we did pop out of this now. So if we could move this up where this looks more like a channel, but actually if we lined it up direct, let me clone this bottom line just to show you how I come up with this stuff. Clone the bottom line off of there, and it looks like there could be one more room for a push up to touch this. We'll see what happens. We are in a bigger rising channel here, but let's take a look at the RSI up close. We are in the 4 hour now and see what's going on. The EMAs look like they want to turn bullish here. We are still below the 200 EMA. They were popping up. We had the 8, the 13, and the 21 pop above the 55 here, but it is curling over as it got to the 200. If we get a break above the 200, we may get that one more move up. Even so, is there any divergence here? We do have divergence if we look at this peak here. We made lower highs in the price action, and this is on the 4 hour, and then we made higher highs just barely, actually pretty close to even in the RSI. That is pretty bearish. Don't forget to support my wife's webpage and support the channel by using her webpage, anchorimage.com. There is a link below in the description. A lot of cool crypto stuff on here. You can put anything you want. It doesn't have to be what you see. If you want a different crypto or family pictures or whatever for gifts, hit her up in the contact. She can do about anything. And the 1 hour. This is going to look kind of cluttered for a second, but we'll go through it. As you can see, it does look like we are, let me extend these, in a symmetrical triangle. We've had our other touch on the top. Do we come down and touch the bottom next? I do believe so. But like I said, we could get a little mini pump up. Let's take a look at it in the price action. Get the RSI off there. Let's look at the EMAs. I know everybody got extremely bullish with this pump, and we've been talking about it on this channel as getting a, bull trap. As of right now, our 8 EMA, let me zoom in so you guys can see it. Our 8 EMA is crossing below the 21. That is bearish unless we can come up and turn it around. But our 8 is already crossed our 13, came down, crossed our 21 right here. We are almost halfway through this. Let's see what happens. If we do come up, we'll most likely get rejection at the 9250. If we can break above that and go test the 9300 again, which is our point. On a second, which is our 0.5 retracement here. We did break above it. Remember yesterday, let me move this up a little bit. 9420 was the area to watch because that is the 0.618 fib. We could still get a run up to this area, guys, to the between 9420 and 9580, which is the 0.786 up here. Starting to look a little less likely, but keep it in mind, it is a possibility we could get another run up here to fake everyone out, trap more bulls before continuing down. First, we would obviously have to break that 9307 and then break the high of the 9380 up here. We also had this measured move here. If we look at this as a falling channel, to where we broke out, and we did come back down, did not close below it, and are back above the top of this now. And that would get us up to that 95.84. So we do have some confluence of the possibility of going up that high. Looking at this as a rising channel here, like I said, the top of that would be around 94.50. And if we did a measured move of a break up out of that, where would it get us? All the way up to the 98.30 range. So again, there's some bullish. There's a way to make a bullish case. Although I am bearish, I don't see anything but bearishness here. A break below this, depending on where we would break it, would get us around the $8,600 to $8,700 range. Let's move it up and just right around the 8,700. Let's do that. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at there. We zoom out and look at this bigger picture here, the bigger falling channel. If we were to break that, what would that entail? That 10,500 again. So there's a way to look at either way. If you draw these trend lines in, watch for a break. If you're not already in a trade, I probably wouldn't get in one. As you guys know, I stated yesterday I was laddering in shorts from 200, then more at 93, and I have some still waiting at 94 and also 95. That's the way I'm playing it. We'll see what happens. And yeah, if we looked at the bottom of this channel, I mean, if we came straight down, let's say it took a day or two, but then we'd be looking around the $8,100 range to retest the bottom of this channel. So that's just another area to look for, as long as we don't break this 95.80 range. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Do not forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you like daily updates. Share the video if you want to help the channel grow and help it get out there. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Crypto Savvy logo above my head will get you subscribed, and I am out of here.